Okay, everyone, let's refocus on the front of your room, and as soon as you're ready,
Yes, ma'am. Hello, my name is Kristin Suazo, and today I will be talking about notable women in American politics. Now, at the start of this presentation, according to the Supreme Court of the United States website, Justices 1789 to present, there has been 104 associate justices in the history of the United States, which only 6 of these justices have been women. Now, to represent this statistic, I would like 6 people to please stand. You could do this voluntarily, or you could just choose people. I would rather people actually stand, please. Okay, that's 4, 5. I just need one more person, please. Thank you. So now, if everybody in this course is present right now, it'd be 24 people, including the professor and I. This is what 6 people in a classroom of 24 look like. Now imagine 6 people in a classroom of 104. That is how notable and incredible these women are. Next slide, please. Now, these are the 3 women I'll be talking about: Susanna Medora Salter, Jeanette Rankin, and Shirley Chisholm. Okay. Now, to start off with Susanna, please, next slide. Susanna Medora Salter. Now, according to He's Washington Post News, long ago, the miscalculations of men led to America's first female mayor. Madame Salter was an active leader in the Women's Christian Temperance Union. Now, this had already spiked a lot of controversy in town. In the state of Minnesota this same year, women had gotten the right to vote in small municipal elections, including town elections for mayor. When the election of 1887 came around, men and conservatives were enraged by how far the feminist movement had come. This caused them to put her name in the ballot without her knowledge, because surely no men would vote for her, and since the union had already endorsed another candidate, maybe even the woman wouldn't vote for her. This slapped them in the face when 2/3 of the general vote, that means 60% of the town's population, voting population, voted for her. This is an incredible landslide win for our first female mayor. Now to continue, we have Jeanette Rankin. Now, according to Historical World Leaders biography on Jeanette Rankin, she was an active suffragist. She, after finishing her studies in New York, went on to Washington's suffrage campaign, where after a successful campaign, she returned to her home state, Montana. In Montana, she created a union for these women affected by the suffrage movement. And she was also the first woman to delegate for women's suffrage in the state legislature of Montana. Now, in 1916, she was finally recognized for all her hard work in activism. She was elected the first woman in the House of Representatives. Her brother actually did not believe she would have won that election, yet she did, with outstanding numbers. Not only did she win this with outstanding numbers, she also won this before women even had the right to vote. 1916, that's 4 years before we had the right to vote. That's incredible. And as she was a representative, in World War I and World War II, she was the only senator that voted against our entry into both world wars. In World War I, she voted against the Espionage Act and works towards giving women equal employment in that wartime, as well as ending illegal working conditions in the U.S. Bureau of Printing and Engraving. Next slide, please. Now, lastly, we have Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, according to the contemporary Black biography of Shirley Chisholm, in 1969, she was voted the first African-American female representative. She had already been very vocal. She was incredibly vocal about her beliefs and about her dislike of a lot of campaign members. Now, in the presidential campaign of 1972, Shirley was the first woman, the first African-American to run for president. This was a symbolic movement, not a conventional one. She knew she wasn't going to win, but she said, and I quote, someone had to do it first. She talks more in depth about why she ran and the reasons why in her book, The Good Fight. In The Good Fight, she also speaks about how the media-driven image people have of representatives in the House. She talks about how when they vote someone and they say, oh yeah, we're gonna work towards giving minorities equality, we're gonna work them towards workplace. Yet when it came time to vote, they were never there. They never voted against those topics. They stayed neutral. Now, to summarize, Susanna Medora Salter is the first recorded female mayor. Jeanette Rankin was the first female representative in all of Western government, and Shirley Chisholm is the first woman of color in Congress. Now, to end this presentation, I would like to give a quote of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She says mentors of mine were under a big pressure to minimize their femininity to make it. I'm not going to do that. That takes away my power. I'm not going to compromise who I am. And that's it.